Hello and welcome to Living in the Future, a video series where I discuss what it's like to be living just a little bit further ahead of where we are now, slightly into the future. What I'd like to talk about today specifically refers to photography with mobile phones. So everyone's familiar with the smartphone with its beautiful, lovely front camera for selfies and its back camera for higher quality photography. Not that it's excellent quality, but it's certainly a lot better than it used to be even 1 or 2 years ago. But there's a fundamental thing about photography, and specifically making sure that once you take a picture, you have total control of where it goes, and also just sort of about using networks efficiently. We have this amazing internet, and yet we're severely limited in the ways that our networks pass information around. And I think that I've come up with a fairly simple way to reduce a lot of network traffic, reduce a lot of computational power from your phone, which will save you battery, as well as reducing the amount of information that needs to get from your phone to, for example, Facebook to share a photo that you've taken. So first, from the very beginning, when you go to take a picture on your phone, from the second you take the picture, a lot of things start to happen. First of all, you get the picture on your phone, but right away, in the background, lots of things are happening. If you're like me, living in the future, you have several apps that are set up to take your photo and automatically upload it to their services. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is iCloud Photo Stream. And so what that does is every time you take a picture, it will automatically and rather quickly share it to your other devices. So you can see this photo already exists now on my iPad from PhotoStream. It's really quick, it's really handy, and if you're taking a lot of pictures at an event or something and you want to be able to share them on a bigger screen, it's really useful to have. You can create an album really quickly that way. But in the background on my phone, there are actually several services that all use this. So if I go into the Google Plus app, right away you can see that I have the ability to share this photo because it was uploaded really quickly again to the Google Plus app. So here in my highlights, you can see that it's already been uploaded right there, the thumbnail. That's not all. It was also sent directly to Dropbox. As you can see, it's just finishing because I just opened the app. But there it is in Dropbox and the other photos I took today. Finally, because we're not done yet, there are actually several apps that will do this. SkyDrive is an app by Microsoft that will send your photo up to the cloud, on Microsoft's cloud, which will actually work with Windows, which will sync quite nicely. Dropbox will do the same thing, as will Google+. Facebook also has a system, which I'll briefly show you. Facebook crashes. So if you go into your photos on Facebook, you will see that you have 3 tabs. You have your photos of yourself, you have your albums, and then you have a tab called Synced Photos. So photo syncing is not something that I've turned on my phone. So photo syncing is definitely something that exists. It will save your photos all to the cloud. So what you'll notice if you are like me and think about these things in terms of networking and the amount of traffic that you're generating just by taking this one photo, that's all I did, and my phone had to upload that photo 3 separate times. It went to Dropbox automatically, it went to Google Plus automatically, and it went to the photo stream automatically. You're tripling the network traffic that's required for this one photo. And there are much better ways to do this. What I'm proposing is that when you take a photo, I'll switch to the iPad here because it's got a bigger screen. When you take a photo, right away what happens is, as before, your quick selfie gets uploaded to PhotoStream, Apple's cloud photo storage. A much more efficient way to do things is to have the third-party services like Google, like Dropbox, like Facebook, to have them, rather than grabbing a separate copy from your phone, which will cost you data and will cost you battery because your phone has to work harder. I would argue that this, rather than costing you data, will cost the network's data that they're going to be spending anyways, and you'll end up with a lot more efficient data use. I think it would just help. It would help everybody. Everyone takes pictures with their smartphone, and everybody has data limits that they don't want to go over. Everybody has limited internet speed, so it would be much faster and more efficient to upload a photo one time than to upload it once separately from your phone to each of the individual automatic upload services. Thank you, and hope to see you next week.